Now, the Society for AIDS in Africa has emphasized the need to secure domestic financing for health systems in the wake of funding threats to HIV and AIDS programs across the continent. This call was made during the International Conference on AIDS and STIs in Africa 2025 Steering Committee meeting in Accra, where participants stressed the critical need for African nations to reduce reliance on external donors and take ownership of their HIV and AIDS response. Addressing the media, the president of the Society for AIDS in Africa indicated that the recent decision by the Trump administration to freeze and redirect U.S. aid support has cast uncertainty over funding for HIV and AIDS programs in Africa.
African governments should now take ownership of managing HIV, TB, and malaria in their own countries. Yes, we've been dependent on donor funding. Some countries, to the extent of 80% of their programs being donor funded. And clearly that has always been a security risk for those countries. Now it is a wake-up call for Africa and indeed for the rest of the third world that you cannot depend sustainably on donor funding. And we here at Society for AIDS in Africa, we are providing a platform to articulate views within the Africa region across African governments, through sometimes the AU, through the various ministers of health and ministers of finance. We provide platform to be able to exchange views on how Africa should respond to this particular risk